Played that baritone one time. I don't know. Probably in the back row, right? There he is. Plays basketball, is it? Pretty good.
Okay, here we go. Good evening. Last year in March, during the March Madness basketball tournament, I noticed several band directors on the Band Directors Facebook page talking about a scale madness that they did during the basketball tournament. I researched it a bit and decided to be a fun activity for our students and very educational. During this year, we had our second annual, and I thought the kids really bought into it, and some of them got extremely competitive. But we had 6 rounds of it, and as we got farther and farther into it, there were several times where if we didn't get it on the first round, we'd say first overtime, second overtime, third overtime, and we remembered that round there in the March Madness where they had 4 overtimes. I watched the game right now. I can't remember who they are, but that's okay. But anyway, our finalists for 8th grade were Caden Van Skyver, who actually won his grade level last year, and Jessica Brandel. Our finalists for 7th grade band were Gracie Myers, who did it the day before she moved to Idaho, and Alicia Firehorn. Standing at the moment, please. And our winners for 8th grade were Jessica Brandel, and for 7th grade were Alicia Firehorn. Give them a special hand. I'm going to change up what I traditionally do, because what are they going to do, fire me? I'd like to present the Outstanding 8th Grade Band's awards for 2016. To begin with, I'd like to thank all the 8th graders for your leadership. It's been difficult to select a student or students for these awards. In my 25 years here, I've rarely asked for student input, since it usually becomes a popularity contest instead of legitimate input. However, I needed it this time, and so I asked it and got excellent input. I believe every one of you 8th graders and 7th graders and 6th graders can be a great asset to the high school program and college and adult, because music is a lifetime. I continue to play every Monday night with Dr. Weaver here in Fort Hays in the brass ensemble. I look for opportunities to play. They're there. And my knees I can still do it with my bad knees, so I'm good. In considering who to select for the awards coming up, it was easy to come up with 5 or 6 students on a short list. However, there are 4 that stood out above the rest. The first student joined us this year for band only, as she studied at home at the Lawrence Virtual School. She's an excellent student academically and in character. She was also our only student from Hays selected to the John Philip Sousa Kansas Junior Honor Band. Please help me congratulate. Because of the size, we're going to do this, and I'll give you certificates later, okay? Please help me congratulate Jessica Brandel with the 2016 Musicianship Award tonight. Our second student has been a real helper through all 3 years of band at Hays Middle School. He has always had a positive attitude and generally well prepared in class. When one of the 3 8th grade percussion was ill for our league music festival this year, he filled most of that person's student as well as playing his own. When I need help for something, he's usually one of the first to volunteer. In fact, tonight when I saw somebody gone, I went to him and I said, we need this, we need this, we need this, and he said, I don't know how we're going to do that, but he kept trying. He finally came up and said, we're having trouble doing this, and that's when I got Dr. Davidson to cover the one spot. Would you please join me in congratulating Levi Hickory for the 2016 And for our more traditional award, Award. The students chosen for tonight's award have been a positive influence musically, academically, in character, and in classroom leadership during their years at Hayes Middle School. They performed solos, ensembles at Hayes City Music Festival previously, and our new WAC League Festival that we had this year. Please join me in honoring Lindsay Hansen and Brandon Kinnemer as the outstanding
Mr. Bishop, before we go to the last one, I have a group of 8th grade students that are going to come back here and they will come over. But I want to take this opportunity while they're doing that and recognize Mr. Marcus Bishop. I've been able to observe him and support him and hopefully help him a little bit. In the last 23 years, I was able to see how important he was at Kennedy Middle School, at Belton Middle School, and now at Hayes Middle School. When I think of Mr. Bishop, I think of decisions that are good for kids. Those aren't always the easiest decisions. But I see it, whether it's marching in the state fair or down Main Street at one of the homecomings or getting the pop ready for him at the end of the parade. It's been a family affair with his wife Jana and his kids and an outstanding career. I think of a lot of things, but just the excellence of teaching, and one thing when you deal with middle school kids every day, a whole lot of patience. Thank you, Mr. Bishop.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you. I will turn it over just
The parents and students want to thank you for all the hard work and dedication you put into your job and us. We students want to also thank you for teaching us and putting up with us for 3 years. The skills you have taught us these last few years we will remember and use forever. After all the notes, songs, and rhythms we've changed, one thing we wouldn't want to change is having you. Thank you for being a fantastic band teacher. We will miss you. Everyone, please give Mr. Bishop a round of applause.
While they're coming up, I guess my last hurrah is we're going to do this piece that calls for a vacuum cleaner at the end, and I forgot the vacuum cleaner. So when Mr. Mark comes out with his broom, picture it as a vacuum cleaner.